everyone, welcome to Staples High School, where today the Trumbull Cadets come in to face the... Hi everyone, welcome to Staples High School, where today the girls basketball team are going to take on the Cadets from Trumbull. St. Joe's comes in with 13-4 record, and the record's coming off some really big wins on the road, especially the game against Danbury last week, which my opinion is one that's going to go down in history for the Directors. Really an amazing game. We are about 14 minutes until tip-off here. Coach Jim Madonna here, the Sarge, is going to join us a little bit. But before we get going, I just want to set the scenes here. We just had really a very good JV team game here. It was a one-point game, a really tough game by the Directors. It just came down the short end of a one-point game. But it was really, really good. And, today the girls, they've been having a tremendous season. And I think the last two wins really got them believing that they could do something really special this year. So really excited about that, to talk about that. And today, St. Joe's comes in at 13-4. They are a very tough team, historically very good. You can see by what just happened here with the JV how good they really are. So I think it's going to be a tough game tonight for the Records. They're going to have to play some tough defense. Probably keep St. Joe's under 50 points to kind of get this win here today. But it's going to be a really good game. We've got a good crowd here. I know it's vacation week, so a lot of people out joining us here online, so we appreciate that very much. But I think it's going to be a really, really good game today. And as the girls take the court here, Coach is going to come here and join us a little bit. And we'll talk to Coach Jim Madonna here, everybody calls him the Sarge, to just join us here. And I think it's going to be a really, really good game. So today, Junkyard here, got a good crowd for vacation week. And it's going to be a really good performance, I think, by the girls as they come up here today and try to continue this hot streak. Full teams here, no injuries. Staying healthy is always key to any season. I think the Records have been doing a really good job of that. Coach has been doing a good job of rotating players in and out, making sure everybody is doing well. But the key really has been the defense. And I think last game against Danbury especially, they had this belief this year that they can really do it. And, being down by 6 points with, maybe 30 seconds to go, and them being able to come back to that game was really something special. And as I talk here, Coach Jim Madonna, he was going to join us here. He's coming up to the podium. So, Coach, come on over. How are you, Coach? Thanks so much. Let me plug you in right here. We've got this show on the road. Good stuff. Coach, come on, join us in here. Take a seat. Scooch a little bit here for me. Of course. How you doing, Coach?
Good. What's going on?
Not much. Hey, I know we got to talk about today, but I want to talk about the game against Danbury. I was home watching that ending, down by 6 with 30 seconds to go. Walk us through a little bit what's going on that bench and how that game came out on that good end for that.
We always knew we were in it. We never thought it was over with. You get the ball into the hands of your playmakers. Freya's a hell of a playmaker. She made the first one. Chloe made a great defensive play. Dished it right back to our another playmaker. And overtime.
Overtime, right? and then you dominated overtime. It was like, it's almost kind of like what we expected all game. We saw that. It was kind of like a wake-up call, the regular game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was difficult because it was back-to-back games, 24 hours. We put a lot of time and effort and energy into prepping for Trumbull. And then the game got pushed, and the other game got pushed forward. So no really prep time for Danbury, but the girls weathered the storm and got the dub.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. But I want to get your opinion on, we talked last year. We had a pregame show here and I talked. We talked about, how they were learning the system, how you guys were building something special here. We've kind of seen it this year. What has been, in your opinion, the main difference between last year to this year?
They bought into the defensive mentality. I'm sure you've seen it. We've held a lot of teams to single digits in quarters, sometimes halves. And then, like you said, it's just a whole nother year in our system. Last year, I think we had 11 days with the girls before our first game, and you saw we started to pick up towards the end. They started buying into Coach Sparks' philosophy and the other coaches. And then this year is just, they are who we've always known they are. They're the best team in the fucking state.
Yeah, listen, I couldn't agree more. And let me ask you about this, you talk about I think the senior group, but they are performing at a very high level. You talk about, you got Freya, who's been playing great. Emma, who's stepping up from here. The game from last year this year has been different. Sadie on a roll coming off the bench has been superb. Every time you guys call her, she performed. And Marley, just a force right down in the center. Right. Talk about this class and what you've seen in leadership from them.
So from last year to this year, the biggest difference I've saw is the leadership. Emma, I think it was halftime of the Wilton game. We weren't playing that well. And Emma and Freya and the seniors, they pulled everybody together. They got it together, and then we ended up with a 20-point win.
Yeah.
So the leadership of this group is the best that I've dealt with. Not even just being here, because I've only been here 2 years, but just in my basketball experience. They're just phenomenal leaders. They're natural leaders, and they feed to the younger girls who, like, they all have each other's backs. So it's too easy.
And you have a lot of young girls, like, we're stepping up, like look at Chloe, who's a big part of the season, you got Addie, all these girls who are not in your senior class but are establishing a really good culture for them. And what has been the chemistry of the team that you saw this year that really evolved from last year?
They've just grown together. They've all bought into the same system. They trust their leadership. They trust the coaches. Adding Tara was a big plus for this year. Just to get a D1 athlete, another D1 athlete, to be there to mentor the girls, show them the right way to do things. But they just bought into the system. That's really it. And our depth is unbelievable. We probably have 10 girls that could start on any team. So that's a great problem to have. And luckily we get to keep a lot of them for next year, which is exciting. But we'll focus on this year first.
Because you don't have a lot of seniors. 4 seniors is it's a small number usually for a team.
Oh, yeah.
So you built these, they're leaving a big legacy. But this is there's a real buzz around this team, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think after you defeat Trumbull, then you go against that Denver. Those 2 wins are signature wins. Does that feel like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Trumbull we knew was a big one. We just had to get over it mentally, know that we can beat anybody who steps on the court with us, and we expect to beat everybody who steps on the court with us. We feel we're the best team in the state. We feel like we're the best defensive team in the state, and whoever comes against us is going to feel the pain.
Now, does a game like that, a week like you had, that Trumbull game, and that comeback against Denver, does it kind of give you a little more belief in heading to playoffs? We're like a week and a half away from playoffs. 25th is already the quarterfinal of the FCI.
Oh, yeah.
Does it give you a little belief? What does that do to the mental of this team?
Well, I like the Danbury game because it was a close one. Most of our wins are by like 15 or more, most of them by 30. We had the tough loss to Ludlow, the big loss to Greenwich. But having a close game and being able to show resiliency and then sticking together and never having a shadow of a doubt that we're going to lose a game, I think really builds us into what's coming in playoff season.
What has been your biggest surprise for this team this year?
Biggest surprise?
Has anything surprised you?
No, we've known this with the team. We've known it last year. We saw glimpses of it, and then they started to believe in it and show it towards the end of the season. 18-point win against who we're playing our 18-point comeback against St. Joe's last year in the FCX, and we know what team we are, and they bought into it, and they're playing like they are. Okay,
so now you just mentioned St. Joe's. Let's talk about today's game. They're coming in here. They're 13-4. This is a big FCX game for seeding, and I'm sure they haven't gotten over that win last year. What do you guys need to do to win this game today?
Just play our brand of ball. We know they play a little physical, but we're going to play physical too. Just run our stuff. Just trust each other, trust ourselves, and then just play our lockdown defense. Play tough around the rim, and it should take care of itself.
If I ask you after this game, we won the game. What do you think happened? Was it a high-scoring game, low-scoring game, defensive game? How do you see the game playing out tonight?
Well, I'm a little biased, so very little points for them and very high points for us.
I like that very much. Coach, now, again, very close to playoffs. You look at this season as an already a success, or do you think you need some validation here towards the end to get a successful season under your belt?
No, I'm very proud of what we've done, but we're not done. We play one game at a time. Yeah, obviously it's nice to look forward to Mohegan, but we don't look that far. We look at the next game. So after this one, we need to go to West Hill and win that. And then I don't even know who we play after that. Yeah. But we're going to go there and we're going to beat them too.
We always look at one game at a time. Now, and you guys won't say it, but I'm really looking forward, hopefully that happens, that on the 25th we're back here and we have a doubleheader with you guys playing, the boys playing, quarterfinals, FCX playoff at home. How great would it be for basketball in Westport and what this town is building with both programs?
Absolutely. Yeah, like the senior group, I coached the B team for the boys. So back in the day, we won a championship back then. So I know what kind of caliber they are. I obviously work with these girls. So to see the senior group where they're at, if they're getting everything they deserve, and then the future from the freshmen onto the eighth graders that we're going to get, like it's going to be we're going to start a dynasty.
Yeah, in the integration that you, Tommy, and Tara are establishing, and Dior as well, with the younger teams has been really superb, right? I mean, they've been here doing that. Is there something you guys always had in mind to do, or is this something that just happened organically?
No, it's good to get the girls. So we always invite them into the locker room. They see the pregame talk. They get fired up with us, and then the cheering. I think against Central was one of my favorite. All the little kids were stomping on the bleachers, and they made the other team miss the free throws. So just getting that passion for the town to want to come play and wear a Records uniform, I think that's what it's all about. Because we're coaching today, but the eighth graders next year, they're going to be seniors in 5 years. So we need to keep building the program, build, and never stop.
And you're already reaping the benefits. You got, Gigi Giovanni, she's been a big part of the JV team. She's a freshman, So you're starting that legacy, which I think is going to serve this program really well. We'll look forward to a lot of winning seasons.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Coach, thank you so much for being a Pregame Show. About 3 minutes. I'm not going to ask you for a prediction. You said a lot of points for us, little points for them. I'm going to go Records by 9. How about that?
It's going to be more.
More. All right. Everyone, thank you so much. Enjoy the game. Thanks, Coach. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good luck.